Welcome to another Canadian computer collection.
You're having a stroke.
Called the Lambulance.
Called the Amber Lamps.
Now, today we are doing something fun. Much like how we guessed the age of machines in a previous video, we are going to guess the price. Age, you can kind of tell based on the design or the style of something. Price, who knows? And then the data that we've collected includes the MSRP, the equivalent of what that would be in current times. And
Am I guessing that too?
No, I'm gonna tell you that afterward. Yeah.
Because it's Apple products, right? I have no idea. Were they always expensive?
It definitely ebbed and flowed. Like prices at certain times, you're like, holy crap.
Cool. Well, I'm here for it. And then we're also going to do what it's worth now.
And I've averaged out eBay sold. So we're gonna have lots of information in this video. It's gonna be not just fun,
but educational.
So make sure you strap in and are ready to feel the G's.
Let's do it. I'm ready to guess some prices, Bob.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bring me the computer. So, MSRP.
What I'm going to say here for this guess is the monitor is considered like an upgrade. It would not be a monitor that would be included in a base package.
Then I will guess the price of the computer and the price of the monitor separately. Okay. This looks like a really expensive computer. And in 2002, really expensive was different from nowadays. So I bet you this computer was $24.99. We're doing US dollars, right?
That's right, yeah.
$24.99. And I bet you this monitor was something stupid like $7.99.
Okay, so MSRP on the tower is $32.99.
Oh my God.
MSRP on the monitor is $39.99.
What? What?
A total of $7,298 for both. In 2021, that's the equivalent of $10,920. So what do you think they're selling for now?
Oh, I bet you it was worthless by comparison. I bet you this whole setup, including the monitor, is $500.
So the machine, like the tower itself, is about an average of $200 on eBay.
Okay.
The monitor on eBay is about $150, but I paid $80 locally for that.
If I didn't know how much it cost new, I would have guessed a lot less. All right, so we've got the
Macintosh Color Classic.
If I recall correctly, this was made in 1993.
That's right.
Let's see, does it have a sticker on? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
And we're looking for MSRP.
Is there like a garage sale sticker on here? MSRP on this, computers were really expensive back then. I'm gonna say $2,299 US.
Okay, MSRP on the Color Classic is actually $1,400.
What's that in today's dollars?
About $2,600. And actually, this machine, so now that you're gonna guess the current value, this one has been recapped, which means the capacitors were replaced on the motherboard.
I am going to stick with my similar, I'm just gonna say $229.
Recap is roughly $750.
What? What was this worth 3 years ago? Free? So,
SE30.
1989, so money was worth less.
Yes.
And I remember that the last computer I grossly overguessed on. I am going to guess that this computer was an even $999.
$6,500.
What? What the
$6,500 in today's money. That's $14,111.
Holy crap! $6,500. I'm sorry. How much is that in today's money?
Just over $14,100.
To what? Like word process?
And draw very basic things.
Man, you know what was fun back in the day? Going on Kid Picks and just pressing the explode button over and over again like 1,000 times and watching the computer try to catch up. I bet you this thing you could get going for like a week with just 2 minutes of clicks. So what's it worth now?
Current value.
Oh, I have to guess.
Yeah.
This bad boy, I'm guessing based on how expensive it was, is pretty rare. Man, I am waffling between $200 and $1,000 right now. So, assuming that's not yellowed,
Yeah, let's go with like
in good shape, I'm gonna say $750.
Okay, so kind of. With a recap, it's worth about $600 on eBay, based on sold auctions, and without one, anywhere between $300 to $350 working condition. Yeah.
I have no idea what these things are worth very clearly.
Yeah. And I think this...
And I stand by my 3 years ago, this was e-waste. I just feel like this market just happened. I remember you were getting into collecting computers, like, oh, that's neat. And then you started paying money for them. I was like, well, that's strange. I wish instead of laughing at you, I had just also gotten into this.
That's the SE30. On to the next.
So this was the Apple IIe.
With the Monitor 3.
That's right. But there's only one monitor. We monitors 3. So when this was brand new, it was probably hella expensive. But I do happen to know it was owned by a Cricom student, which tells me that he was either rich AF or this wasn't as insane to buy. Am I doing the monitor separately or the whole thing together?
Just the whole package. It was a retail package.
So I'm going to say that this computer in 1983, I bet you the whole package was $5,000.
1995. So $1,995.
Well, my other guess is going to be 1,000. So.
Well, in today's money, that's about $5,300. So
Holy shit.
kind of. So what do you think it's worth now?
This whole package?
Yeah.
Are we doing the whole recap thing or no?
These ones don't usually need a recap. The power supply sometimes could use it, but they're very simple machines. So
I bet you that this whole setup is worth like $299.
what we have them at is between $250 to $500. So, and the reason that the price goes up like that is that these were super customizable. So, right, if you wanted more features, you had to put more cards in to get those features. This one only has like a text card and an 80-column screen card. Some of them are just packed full of to customize them. So this one's pretty basic. Okay, well that's the Apple IIe. Here we have 1993's lovely LC520. This machine has a disc caddy as well as a 3.5-inch floppy and a lovely color monitor.
Before we do the MSRP, I just realized there's a very lost opportunity to call the CD drive the Caddy Jack. That's one for the dads. So this was out at the same time as another computer that we saw in 1993. This is like upmarket, I'm guessing?
So the Color Classic was also from 1993.
They just seem like totally different eras of computers. This, I'm going to say then, was $29.99.
Close in that you went more than the Color Classic, but it was 2,000 flat actually.
I just assumed it was way more because it seems like a way newer computer. Next generation just occurred to me that this basically is just a floppy disk with a CD inside. So floppy disks were a floppy disk inside a hard plastic shell. Oh my god. Right now.
MSRP of 2,000 from 1993 is the equivalent of $37.25 in 2021.
I was gonna say these things are worthless. I'm going to say between 99 to 199, 100 to 200 bucks.
So none of them sold recently.
They're literally worthless.
But there's two currently for sale that work, and they're at $450 and $550.
Yeah,
but
if
the
nobody
shipping
buys
cost is going to be absurd.
If no one buys it, it's not worth that
Exactly.
money. You put this for sale locally, where nobody pays anything for anything. This is 100 to 200 bucks every day. I'm calling it.
And
Calling
this
this one a victory.
This one is recapped. So while it has that extra caveat, it's also super hard to transport anywhere. We're guessing the price now on the G4 eMac, the educational Mac. Can I get a
2003. Anyway, I don't know why I keep smelling these things. It's not helping me with the prices, obviously. I bet you they ribbed schools. I bet you that this was way more money than it should have been. A big part of me wants to save $4,000, but I just know that there's no way schools paid for that. If I knew the specs, it would help, but I don't think that I'm gonna get to know the specs before I guess this price. Part of me is like $2,500 to $4,000, but I know that's not right because I know these were bought in bulk. I bet you it was $14.99.
You got the right idea. It was $9.99 though.
That's much more reasonable. I'm glad that educational centers, not anything that I attended because my schools were all crap. I once got in trouble for wiggling the mouse around to see where it was on the screen because our librarian who taught computer classes and knew nothing about computers was worried I was going to break it, and I got in trouble for improper mouse usage. True story. I was 8 years old. Now we got to figure out what this is worth.
Okay, so sorry. MSRP now currently would be worth $1,494 in 2021.
All right, so what's this computer worth now? I bet you not much. I bet you that a computer like this is not quite nostalgia era yet, but I feel like it's still an acceptable computer in good shape. I bet you it's $200.
Yeah, pretty much bang on. They're selling for between 150 and 250 on eBay, so average is 200. There's a wide range of CPU speeds on these. The originals I think were 700 megahertz, and I think that one's 1.4 gigahertz.
Oh wow!
So depending on which CPU it has and how clean it is, that's where you get the price range.
Bonjour, nous avons le cube.
Le Apple Cube.
Oui,
So
I don't know the French word for cube.
for the year 2000, square is carré, right?
I was about to say I don't even remember the word for square. I did 3 years of schooling in French. And this is what I got.
Apple Cube, year 2000. What do you think the MSRP was?
I think the French word for cube is cabron. So this seems like a pretty cutting edge computer for the year 2000. This was probably like Wi-Fi B, we don't even use that anymore, or even Wi-Fi. I'm just gonna say that this was $2,000.
It was $17.99 US. Pretty dang close.
Yeah, so I went over.
That's a good Price is Right guess.
That's a bad price, I guess. I went over, I lose.
Oh, sorry, you guessed 2000. That's right. Yeah, $17.99 would have been.
Yeah, I would lose the whole showcase.
I don't know.
Should have gone with $1, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that. It's like I'll guess $1. Next person, I'll guess $2.
All right, so total price.
$6,000.
Yeah, $5,798 US if you went with a cube, the 22-inch display. MSRP on that would be $9,063.
That's something that companies could bring back. Make things look bigger by adding bezels.
Don't think of a bezel as a bezel. Think of it as a high-quality frame for the images of your life. Think about a world where people didn't have to go to the bathroom anymore. Monitor excluded. That was more of a joke. But what do you think the Cube is retailing for right now?
Apple products are weird. They have to get really old and useless before they seem to be worth money again. This doesn't seem like it's useless yet, but I bet you it probably doesn't run a modern enough OS. I bet you that these things go for like $399.
Pretty close. So, as I had done eBay sold previously, in Canadian dollars, it's $465 to $750.
Wow.
And that all depends on processor speed and condition.
Yeah, before machines even had a full gigahertz that they were running Wi-Fi. That's just insane to me. Shout out to all the people at Convergys who worked in the home networking department. Corey Jansen, what's up? I didn't work in home networking. I was the CDV and internet split. Just remembered it was called Chizzy. Comcast high-speed internet. I was in the Chizzy CDV split.
Oh god. So that's a wrap on part 1. And to be honest, this video is way longer than I expected. We just guessed 7 machines, and there are 7 more left, provided I still know how to count. So part 2 is gonna either come out next week or the week after. We'll see how things shake out. I want to give a special shout out to my brother Stace. Thank you so much for guessing all those computer prices and ages from, the previous week's video. Stace has a channel too, if you want to check it out, called Pro Commentary. It's not a computer tech channel, but he does have some fun videos on there, some of which include our family F1 2012 Racing League. He does these great recap videos of the races that we do for points. Yeah! I also want to give a big thank you to everyone who bought me coffees this week. Thank you to the 2 anonymous donors, Steve, Joe, and Wayno from Oz. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You people are the wind beneath my wings. So I felt it was only appropriate in this moment to celebrate your wind by singing a little bit of Bette Midler. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything that I'd like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind betwixt my wings.
Excellent. Excellent.
And we're at the end of the video, so another reminder to like and subscribe, but only if you like what you're seeing. Otherwise, it's pointless for both of us. Well, if you want to support the channel, check out the link for Buy Me a Coffee in the description below. And other than that, that is a boot for my American friends. It We got a new video every Saturday morning. If you like what you see, keep those vision orbs peeled.
Keep 'em peeled.
Anyway, I'm the Canadian Computer Collector, and I always will be. You have yourself a good week. Ever notice cool guys lick their lips all the time?